Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for the Real Housewives of Dubai Season 2, Episode 12. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. Listen, y'all, I am so sorry that I did not review last week's episode. I had some things going on, but the gist of it is they went to Polo. Okay, they went to Polo. Everybody dressed up. They looked like the Spice Girls. I don't know what some of them were wearing. Lesa ended up winning first place, and Talene got second place by default because, honey, everything else was a fool. Now, let's just jump right into this review. When the episode first opens up, Lesa is inviting the ladies to Mina skincare line. Now, y'all know she does clothes, but now she's getting into skincare. Ayan is at home dancing with the sun, honey, instead of dancing with the stars. She at home dancing with her baby. They pan over to Caroline, and she's at home with Sergio and her parents. So it's their first time at the new house, and they came in for her son's bar mitzvah. Side note, I have to say that I love Caroline's house, and I love the fact that it has color. Because, you know, it's a lot of homes with muted colors. Nothing against that, but I like to live my life in color, and I like seeing different fashion and different home decor because everybody just seems to be black and white. And I just am like, oh my goodness, can we get a splash of color, honey? Maybe throw a rug around or something. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note, but I really do like that. So she's sitting because her dad and Sergio went off somewhere, and she's talking to her mom about the house. So she's asking her mom if she sees a change in her since being there, you know, because she's learned in therapy that she's not soft. So she told her the therapist took her back to boarding school. So her mom was basically saying, you know, everybody went to boarding school back then. I mean, it was what you did. Mom feels like it helps build relationships. And Stanberry disagrees. She's like, no, actually, it tears relationships apart. I don't think her mom understands that when she sent Stanberry off to boarding school, she missed the relationship that she could build with her parents. So I don't think mom realizes that. And Caroline is not going to rock the boat. She's like, I'm not going to punish them for what they did because, you know, it's what they did. That's what people did back in the day, especially if you were rich. I'm just going to give them some grace just like I would want my kids to give me. So then they started talking about Sergio wanting kids, and Stanberry is stalling. She's like, yeah, I can't do it until the house is done. Ma'am, it's done enough. It's always going to be maybe next Tuesday. Oh, we got to get this done, or we got to get this done. If you're waiting to get everything done, then you're never going to do what needs to be done and actually bring the baby into the world. I mean, you've done enough. It's not like you're building a house by hand. Girl, it's going to be okay. Moving forward. In the next scene, Lesa is going to set up for her Mina skincare launch party, right? So she goes into the event space. She's looking around, and it's the first time that she's doing something other than clothing. So she wants all the moms to come in and feel pampered and get their spa on and just have a wonderful day, right? So Ayan arrives first, and I could not believe, y'all, that Ayan actually had on sneakers. I said, girl, not you with some sneakers on. I was so confused at that. But Ayan, I'm telling you this right now, speaking directly to you, honey. Throw that blonde Tyler Perry braided wig in the trash. That's that same wig Tyler Perry had on Shamar Moore in that movie. Take that wig off. I hate a braided wig. Oh, I hate a braided wig. I don't care what kind of powder you put on it. I don't care how you try to delete the knots. I don't care how you try to braid it up. It just looks crazy. Oh, I don't like that wig. I said, oh, child, this is a mess. So anywho, Talene showed up next. And her and Lesa are collabing because, of course, you know, Talene has the fitness business. And, of course, you know, exercise is always a good idea, especially for postpartum. You know, you want to be able to release those endorphins and just really relax. So the two of them are coming together, and Talene is going to host a little yoga thing while they, you know, get their services. Sarah, Saba, Brooks, and Caroline, they arrive next. Here goes Sarah. Sarah cannot help herself. My goodness. She got in the confessional hating, talking about, I come here all the time. I come here for my healing. But I mean, I couldn't even recognize it because it was so heavily branded. Both her and Brooks talking about, I mean, it's just over the top. She's doing the most. It sounds like hateration in this dancery to me. Because why are y'all so bothered by seeing her brand name? Have you never used an event planner? Like, I don't understand why y'all are feeling away because she's using her brand name. Brand recognition is always a good idea, and it's very important. If you see a bullseye, you know it's a damn Target, right? If you see somebody walking around a Target with a red shirt on and some khaki pants, you know they work for Target. If you see a smiley face upside down, you know they rolling them prices back. That is Walmart. Y'all don't piss me off. Do not piss me off. That was just crazy to me. It's her event, so she transformed the space. It doesn't seem like the people who own the spa mind that she put her logo and everything everywhere. Y'all need to calm down. So they come in, they start doing yoga. Again, Ayan, you in this braided wig, I cannot stop looking at it. Girl, please take that wig off. So after they get done with that, they're having a little finger food, and some people are getting massages and some people are doing other things. So Lesa is sitting with Sarah and she's asking about Sarah's son. This is also what I didn't get to review last episode. So a woman that Sarah hired, she called her maid. Okay, those were her words. She worked for her and she was trying to set up her son to be taken. Now, I did watch last week's episode before this one tonight, and I was wondering why Sarah involves her son so much in adult conversation. When she was telling the story to Nina and Saba, her son was sitting front row and center. He should not have been involved in that conversation. He should have been somewhere else. And so Lesa said, well, you know, I just hope that it doesn't affect him in the long run. Sarah gonna say, well, I mean, he goes to therapy. And I told him, you know, just forget about that. Like, just get over it. It's just, don't even worry about it. Ma'am, he is a small child. I would say maybe 8 or 9. Get over the fact that you just told me somebody tried to kidnap me. Girl, what are you talking about? I said, what is, baby, if you need to be healing anybody, it should be some healing happening inside your own home. Talking about, I told him, just get over it. Just don't worry about it. Just get over it. That is crazy. She said he goes to therapy, so he should be fine. Lesa said, okay, well, you know, I guess I just try to really keep my kids, you know, just away from any drama, any adult things, because I want them to keep their innocence as long as possible. Now, I'm like Lesa when it comes to parenting. I try not to expose my son to too much adult content or worries. There's no cell phone access. There's no internet access. You won't be ticking or talking. We will not be doing any social media at this age. I don't care what your friends are doing. We will not be doing that because there are too many things that they get exposed to too early, and that alters children as they grow up. Now, everybody raises their children differently. Sarah is really open with her son, and like Lesa said, everybody has their own parenting style, so I'm not knocking her. I'm just saying what I would do. Moving forward. So Lesa goes in to talk to Ayan because, you know, they have to have their little scene together, and she's talking about being friends with Stanberry. She's making these remarks about what went on in Bali and Ayan because, you know, she wants to make sure she doesn't upset Lesa. She said, well, when Caroline apologized to me in Bali, I didn't really feel it. But then when we came back and she apologized again, I felt it. Lesa feels like that's the reason why they were arguing, and they've never had an argument. She's like, I don't want you getting too close to her because you know I'm jealous. But I don't understand why. She's like, you didn't learn your lesson? Okay. I don't understand why you're jealous. You know Ayan rides for you. That would be one thing that I wouldn't even worry about. If you want to go over there and kiki with her in mixed company, that's fine. Just do not talk about me with her. But the foundation that you and Ayan had and the friendship that you had, I do not see Ayan going to Caroline and talking bad about you. I just don't see that in her character. Over in the other room, 3 the hard way, Brooks, Caroline, and Talene, they're talking about why Lesa didn't use her spa. Why didn't she use Brooks's spa? Caroline tells Brooks, just don't talk to her. What you mean don't talk to her? See, this is the BS I'm talking about right here. Talene is telling her, well, I mean, I think she needs to support you just like you support her. Talene, you so two-faced and you don't know anything about this dynamic. Brooks ain't supported nobody. She shades everybody's business. When did she support? When? Oh, okay. Brooks is mad because Lesa didn't use her spa. She's like, she put the decals everywhere to make it seem like it was her spa. Brooks, when did you support the girls? When? Now, using your spa, don't get me wrong, that would have been great for you. But you cannot get mad that she chose another spa and that she's using her branding. It is a launch. What did you want her to do? Even production was like, do you think she's trying to pretend like she owns a spa? Brooke said, yeah, because why else are her decals everywhere? Because it is a Mina Row event and y'all are on TV. This is perfect advertisement. She's not in competition with you. Do you think when Candy Burrs has a bedroom candy party or anything else that she's promoting over there, used to be promoting over there on Real Housewives of Atlanta, that she's not going to put her brands out there? Like she's not going to brand the event? You think she's going to have a bedroom candy event and just leave the space open for interpretation? No, that's not how this works. And you know that's not how this works. And you know that this lady is not trying to pretend like she has a spa. She used the spa for the event because it's about skincare. I am not negating the fact that you probably feel away because she didn't utilize your spa. So are you saying that if she did, she wouldn't be able to put her decals down? Girl, goodbye and good night. In the next scene, Sarah goes to meet with Saba. So they sit down, they're having dinner. They start talking about Akeem. Sarah said that they've been arguing from where he is to where she is in Dubai on FaceTime every single day, and they do not communicate well. Girl, let that man go. I knew when you first introduced him, it was not going to work. You are only tolerating him and his BS because you like the way that he looks. It's giving pretty privilege. Leave that man where he is. Leave him where he is. Sarah is telling Saba, you know, I'm not going to settle. I've settled so much in my life and Akeem doesn't help me with anything. I have to go to the judge and to the cops by myself and I have to do this by myself. I'm raising my son by myself. Baby, this is too much conversation for a situationship. Because the last we heard, y'all were just friends. So what exactly are you? Okay, I don't understand what the issue is. And Saba is trying to figure out, why are you even sticking around? Like, why are you letting him play in your face? Sarah says, I just feel guilty when I walk away. You know, I just feel like I could help him and I could heal them and everything's going to be fine. Basically, she's a fixer. And I think Sarah chooses broken people in order to feel like she has a purpose, like she has her stuff together. Okay, like she can help them become a better person. Because, baby, you're a mess. With all the healing and the and all of that, your life is falling apart with the king. Okay, he needs to hit the road, Jack, and don't he come back no more. Saba told her, she said, girl, you cannot extend yourself and then have nothing left. Like, you can't overextend yourself and give him everything and you have nothing. Now, Saba, this you're on point with. Okay, Saba, you've been getting a few lines and you've been acting like you got some sense these past few episodes. Saba said that Sarah has always taken care of herself and she needs to date someone on her level. I definitely agree. But don't let Tyler Perry here, because you know we supposed to just take Light Bill Larry, honey. We don't care if he can do nothing else. Long as he can pay the light bill and lay some pipe. But I definitely agree with you. She needs to find someone on her level. That man is not ready for anything that Sarah wants, and he is not ready to step in and be your son's father. I knew that when you first introduced him. So, no, it's not going to work. He's not offering anything other than eye candy. Baby, just look at his Instagram pictures. You ain't got to be with him. Y'all know what, though? As I was watching this, I was thinking it's so crazy seeing how good of a support Saba is being to Sarah, knowing that they're no longer friends. I hope they address it at the reunion because I want to find out what happened. Moving forward. In the next scene, Tylene is hosting a golfing trip. So her husband, Rafi, loves to play golf. And so she invited all of the guys and all of the ladies for a little staycation at a 7-star resort in Dubai so that the guys can get together. And baby, they gonna give Sergio some friends if it's the last thing they do. Sergio, you're gonna be one of the guys if it's the last thing Bravo does. Do you hear me? So everybody starts to arrive. Ayan, girl. Now, I love the fashions, but you look a fool in these feathers on this golf course, and it's hot. Girl, it's just too hot. And it's that velvet, girl. What is it? It just don't make no sense. Okay, it's just giving costumes 7 days a week. So they all go out to play golf. Saba has told them via text message that she's on her way to the PGA. Whole time she can't hit a ball worth a damn. Like, Saba couldn't hit a ball if she picked it up and put it in a hole herself. Saba, you might have a little line problem, honey, because you couldn't hit not one ball. Come to find out, Ayan and her feathers were the best person to play golf. She was better than the men. So they're all playing, they're having fun. And so Talene is over to the side with Lesa. So Talene is asking Lesa if she's having fun. She said, yeah, I'm having fun. You know, I need a little break. But then they started talking about Brooks. Lesa brings up Brooks having an issue at her event. So Talene told her, well, you should maybe talk to Brooks. So then she said, you know, Brooks has a spa and maybe you should have maybe talked to her about using her spa. Lesa said, talk to Brooks about a Mina Rowe event. Okay. She said, no, you know, maybe just talk to her. Lesa found out, this is what she told us in the confessional, after settling the bill, that Brooks did not participate in the services because she said she had her own spa. So girl, why did you even come? It's giving hater to me. Why did you even attend? Talene doesn't want to say too much. So she told Lesa to talk to Brooks, and Lesa was like, okay, I'll make sure that I talk to Brooks. So after they finish with the golfing, they go to lunch. So it's just all the ladies afterwards. They all agree that Saba is the worst golfer and Ayan and her feathers are surprisingly the best. So as they're sitting there, Saba brings up the spa event and Lesa starts thanking them for coming. She wants to know what the issue is that Brooks has. So Brooks tells her, well, you know, I didn't partake in the services because it would be a conflict of interest for my business. Brooks didn't like the fact that she didn't hold it at her spa. And she said it looked like Lesa wanted to open up her own spa. Talene chimes in and says, I mean, yeah, it did look like that. Lesa told her, no, I mean, it wasn't malicious, so I'm sorry if you think that, but we were not thinking about you at the time that we were planning this event. I didn't think, oh my goodness, let me use Brooks's spa. We were just planning the event. Here goes Talene talking about it was the branding. Girl, pipe down. You didn't have an issue with the branding when she was including you in the business? Did you have an issue with the branding then? See, Talene likes to get amongst the group and start piping up. Don't speak your speech now because you didn't have anything to say when you were talking privately. Like you could have said that. Talene said, you know, after the Heart and Soul event, Brooks called me and she was going off. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. You in this confessional throwing this shade, it was not a Heart and Soul event. It was a Mina Rowe event. And that is the main reason why she used her branding as heavy as she did. For this stuff right here. Stuff like this Heart and Soul, the Heart and Soul event. You know what you be doing, girl. And then you're going to get to the reunion and act confused. Lesa made sure to gather Talene right on up. She's like, girl, you don't even have a business. If you have a business and you're launching something, then you can speak. Okay. And if you come to a Mina Rowe event, you're going to see Mina Rowe everywhere. And I agree with that. Because who goes to a launch and doesn't see a branding of the business? That's like when people throw weddings. If you throw a wedding and a reception at a hotel and you put your name, you know how you put your initials on the floor and the monogram is on the dance floor, your letters. Should y'all just leave Hilton down on the floor? No, they cover up the walls. They cover up the floors. They put the bride and the groom's name everywhere. Like, what are you talking about? Y'all just looking for reasons to pipe up and put down this girl's business. This is why I don't like Talene. This is why. Because she's always being two-faced. She's fake, adding her 2 cents. You need to sit back, let Brooks handle it. And Brooks, you have this way of making people seem like they're crazy because you'll say something in one space and just go off and lose your mind. But then as soon as you get in front of the person, everybody on mute. You're not saying nothing. So just tell Lesa how you feel. Keep it real so that y'all can work through it. So then, you know, they had kind of squashed it because Brooks was like, okay, I heard what you said. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So Talene is pointing her finger at Lesa. Sarah then gets in the confessional and says, you know, people that can't control themselves, they control the environment. And then if they can't control the environment, they get angry and aggressive. Now, this may be an unpopular opinion. Sarah, don't play. They are tearing her event apart. Why does she have to be described as aggressive? I just didn't like that. I see you. Now, people might not agree with that, but I see you. You another one that sits in the confessional and throws slick shade. You knew exactly what you were saying when you were saying it. Granted, sometimes Lesa does go from 0 to 100, but I just feel like that has something to it, and I didn't like that. I would be pissed too that people are shading my event. She spent good money for this launch and for you all to have a good time, and everybody has been down in it since you left it. Like, it would have been nice to use the glass house, don't get me wrong, but she's not obligated to use the glass house. And had her and Brooks just had a conversation, maybe they could have come to some sort of resolve. But with Talene piping up and you over here talking about she wants to control the environment and she want to, everybody just hush, okay? And you need to try to control Akeem because he's out of control. In the next scene, Lesa goes back to the room, right? And she's talking to Rich. And she's telling him what happened between her and Brooks and Talene. And how Talene inserted herself in something that had nothing to do with her. Talene is in her room. And she's also telling her husband what happened. She feels like Lesa deflected her anger to her that she had for Brooks. I can see that. But I really and truly believe that Lesa just doesn't like you. Okay? She don't like you. And you should not have butted in. It was between her and Brooks. You didn't want to say anything earlier, so you should have kept the same energy. Those are my 2 cents. I just feel like you shouldn't have said anything. So they're all getting ready for dinner. Everyone arrives downstairs for dinner with their husbands and their plus ones and Brooks. Sarah wants to play a game. It's kind of like the newlywed game. The husbands have to answer questions to see how well they know their spouses. So the first question was, what was your wife's childhood nickname? When I tell you Sergio had me hollering, he said I wasn't alive yet. Not you wasn't alive yet. Sergio, I'm not finna play with you. The next question was, how long is sex and how long does your wife want it to be? Rich said Lesa wants it to last 10 minutes, but he lasts considerably longer. What does considerably longer mean? 12 minutes? 13, 14, 15? Lesa was like, no, I want it to last 5, but it's like 20 to 30. So Ayan's husband says that she wants it to last 3 minutes and he likes to go longer. Ayan was, basically saying, yeah, I want it to hurry up and be over. Talene says she wants it to last 15 minutes. And then he said, yeah, but I go like 30 to 40. She said, what? No, I expect 20 and you last 10. Baby, Talene knows she can get somewhere and show out, don't she? Baby, she can get somewhere and show out. Her husband is a good sport, honey, because I can only speak for me. I can't speak for nobody else. But I don't like all that all night long, all night. I don't like all that. Baby, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. I keep that same energy in the bed. Just like I open up these reviews. So child, let's get into it if I don't have time. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's get it, let's go. I don't like all that. But I thought this game was so cute. I was like, this is cute. That didn't last long. After the game, Ayan is asking Brooks, girl, what was going on with you earlier? She said, I just don't support other spas because that's my business. I have a spa. So she's getting snappy with Ayan. She's like, what part don't you understand? Ayan said, well, it seems like you're just giving a little bit of jealousy. So now they're going back and forth and back. I mean, really and truly, Brooks, you were supporting Lesa because she paid for the spa and she paid for the spa's use, not the other way around. So it's not like you were supporting the spa. You were supporting Lesa having her event at said spa. I don't know. I guess. I mean, it's okay to feel the way that she does, though. It's okay. But you were acting like y'all were in competition, and I don't think she's in competition with you. Now these two are going back and forth and back. Brooks is trying to address Lesa. Lesa said, girl, you're being ridiculous because you don't even get your hair done in your own salon by people that work at the glass house. You call in other people to work them wigs. Please don't play. Okay, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. You bring in outside people all the time. Brooke said that she's been using them since her son was 4, and she's not just going to dump them because she opened a spa. I can understand that. I can understand that. If I've been employing someone for this long and I like the way they do things, then I'm not just going to throw them by the wayside because I opened a spa. Brooks makes a good point. So they're going back and forth, and Brooks looks at Talene and she tells her, to say something. And she's like, no, I'm staying out of it because I've been called a bitch one too many times. Lesa leans in and says, because you're acting like one. She said, Talene, you're inserting yourself in things that have nothing to do with you. And as she's leaning in and she's talking to Brooks, this time I actually have to agree with Lesa because why are y'all turning my event into a mess? Nobody has said one positive thing about my launch. That would piss me off too. I am so sorry. Lesa told her, and you were pointing your finger, you were getting loud. Talene said, oh, okay, well, you forget when you're getting loud. So now they're having like a little tussle, and Lesa is leaning over Rafi as she talking to Talene. Talene said that Lesa was trashy. Lesa said Talene was ghetto. I'm like, girl, what? Oh, baby, this is a mess. Ayan was in a confessional and she feels like Lesa is taking it too far, especially with Rich being there. How was she taking it too far? Talene called her trashy first. Also, Lesa is probably upset because she partnered with Talene and thought it was all good and she just flipped on her. Soon as she got over here with Brooks, all of a sudden, it's the branding and it's this and it's that. I think her feelings are valid. But all that yelling at the table at the 7-star restaurant or 7-star hotel or whatever, that's crazy. Child, I know Rich just wanted to disappear. Do you hear me? I know he wanted to disappear like that Homer Simpson meme. I know he did because it was just too much going on at that table. But I'm happy that the husbands did not involve themselves. And it's just mighty funny to me that when all the men are present, Raffi didn't jump up and get slick. But when there was nobody to defend the women, Raffi was all in Brooks's face. I just thought that was very coincidental. And that was the end of the episode. Y'all comment down below. Tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. Sorry about last week, but I'm back with the jump off. Next week is the season finale. I didn't think they were going to cut it this short. I thought we were going to at least get 16 to 20 episodes. But I don't know. This Housewives schedule is not scheduling. I don't know what Housewives franchise we're going to get for the fall, but hopefully it's a good one. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.